Having a $1,000 emergency fund is like going on a cross-country road trip and having a cup of spare gas. A cup. Maybe 2 cups. Yes, this cup of tour gas will take you a few miles down the road, but what if you're stuck with no gas station in sight? So a $1,000 emergency fund can cover a lot of different things once, but it also can't. After an emergency or two, that money will be gone. And while a $1,000 emergency fund may not be enough, it is absolutely better than zero, so if you have $1,000, keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that 69% of Americans don't have $1,000 in savings, and that is shocking, because it could have been 68, could have been 70, but it wasn't. It's also shocking because life can be full of unpleasant and expensive surprises, and many people aren't prepared for it. So if $1,000 isn't enough for an emergency fund, how much is? Well, a lot of people recommend 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This number is unique to everyone, so to figure out what this dollar amount is for you, you need to figure out how much you spend in a month. You need to figure out how much money you need for your needs, so things like rent, utilities, groceries, debt, and things like that. In my emergency fund, I have enough for 6 months of both needs and wants, but that's really like 8 to 9 months of needs. So this is a personal preference. People recommend 3 to 6. I have about 8 to 9. It's up to you. So I think the best way to do this is to go through your expenses and add up all the things you would need if something happened, like a job loss. So now that you know how much you need, you may be wondering where you should put this money. I personally have it in a savings account with my main bank. The reason for that is because I want quick and easy access to that money in case of an emergency. That savings account is also FDIC insured, which for me is a must. FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and it's basically the government protecting your money. And while there are ways to increase the amount of your money that is insured, the standard is $250,000 per like account holder, per like bank, per like different categories that they've got. There's a little more to it than that, but let me know if you want a video on that. Just know that if anything happens and your bank fails, FDIC insurance will make sure that your money is safe. So while a cup or two of spare gas is absolutely better than nothing, a few gallons will serve you better and it will give you more peace of mind. And it is absolutely worth it. Thanks for coming to my